day. For today's video, we will be adding integers with different signs. Our essential question is, how do you add integers with different signs? Our vocabulary term is additive inverse, which is the opposite of a number. The sum of a number and its additive inverse is always 0. Our first example, we will be modeling with counters. So to take a look at this, we see a 0 pair. A 0 pair happens when we have one negative counter and one positive counter. The sum of a 0 pair is always 0. Using our 0 pairs for this first problem, we are going to model 3 plus negative 2. So we see we have 3 positive counters and 2 negative counters. Using our 0 pairs, we can pair up one positive and one negative, and that cancels out because the value is 0. We can do that one more time because we have one more positive and one more negative, and the value is again 0. So what we can see is we have left a positive 1. The sum of 3 and negative 2 is positive 1. For a second example, we have negative 7 plus 4. We have 7 negatives and 4 positives. So let's start by getting rid of our 0 pairs. So 1 negative and 1 positive, 1 negative and 1 positive, and so forth until we have no more 0 pairs. Our 0 pairs have a value of 0, so 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0, no value. What we have left are 3 negatives, or 3 red counters. So the sum of negative 7 and 4 is negative 3. Now we can also model these problems using a number line. So to model using this problem, 4 plus negative 3, on a number line, we start by plotting a point at our first number, so at 4. So I've plotted my point at 4. Now, because I'm adding negative 3, I need to know which direction the negatives are. So on a number line, negatives go to the left. So I'm going to move my point to the left 3 places. 1, 2, 3. 3 places to the left, and I am at positive 1. So the sum of 4 and negative 3 is positive 1. Now for the last example, we have negative 8 plus 5. So once again, my first number tells me where I start at, so I plot my point at negative 8. And now I'm going to move to the right 5 places. And I move to the right because 5 is positive, and positives are to the right. So I'm going 5 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am at negative 3. So the sum of negative 8 and 5 is negative 3. Now what I'd like you to do is try these 3 problems on your own. Remember, you can always use any modeling source if needed, and if you have any questions, mark them down, don't hesitate to ask, and I will see you tomorrow in class.